I'm super happy to bring you this interview today with a man named Dennis from the United States who's now living in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And boy, does he have a story to share. So, without any more yapping from me, let's get to it now. And here is my surprise that I've been talking about. I have my first victim for my interview and I'm super stoked. So, without further ado, introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, my name is Dennis. My YouTube channel is Dennis Tech Daddy at Living Life in Thailand. No, see, I'm messing up already, Tammy.
That's okay. It's okay. He was in Thailand, but we'll go into that in a minute.
Yeah. My channel is about Thailand. It's basically Living Life in Thailand at Living Life in Thailand. But my handle is Tech Daddy, Dennis Tech Daddy Elmore.
There you go. He's already plugging himself, so
Right.
That's great. But I'll put his stuff in the description.
Didn't mean to. I was just
No. That's cool.
Okay.
That's
All
cool.
good.
I said I was going to interview YouTubers. Here's a YouTuber. All right. So your name is Dennis.
Yes.
Where are you from, Dennis?
Originally from Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, but I was shipped to New York when I was 7 years old.
New York.
And I lived in New York on the Lower East Side for predominantly most of my life.
Wow. Okay. And do you mind sharing your age?
Sure. I am 67 years old.
Damn. Damn.
She's too kind. She's too kind.
No, I'm just saying, when I grow up, I want to be just like him, okay?
Yeah, problem is I'll never grow up.
There you go. Young at heart,
Right?
mind and heart. I love it. I
I'll never
love
grow
it.
up.
I love it. I
I'm
love
silly.
it. You're not as silly as me. I'm just saying. Like, everybody out there is probably saying, what the fuck are these, right? These are chopsticks, guys. See that? Yankee ingenuity, because I thought, we could wear these microphones, but that's no fun. So we're doing them on the edge of chopsticks.
Right.
Ain't that cool?
Pink and white.
Pink and white. I told him this is how I roll with the pink. Okay.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Okay, so Dennis, let's get into your story.
Oh, okay.
People want to, inquiring minds want to know.
Are you sure?
I think that. I think so.
Okay.
Okay, so where do you want to start? Up to you. Why are you? Okay, let's do this. You said you were in Thailand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Before coming
here. You said
here.
you were in the Philippines, so he's been around Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
Right.
Give us a backstory, and you can just whatever you want to say. Why Thailand? Why Philippines? Why did you leave? Why are you here? Go.
Okay.
It's a lot to take in, guys. So.
Yeah. Okay, so that question is kind of loaded from like 2 to 3 different angles.
I know.
But the first angle is, I guess, originally freedom. Okay, I'm not gonna get into the whole spiritual and the end of my quest, because at the end of my quest, it ended up with a 7-year-old daughter. But the original reason I left the United States over 13 years ago is looking for economic and freedom, and that was my journey, the spiritual journey. And
Cool.
I think everyone eventually comes to that term on their journey in life, trying to look for that quote unquote freedom, which where I come from in the United States, that's what they profess the whole country is about. But it seems like it's more of a capitalistic chain around your ankles, and it seems like no matter how much you chase the freedom, you end up keep chasing it and chasing it. And years ago, I kind of seen that kind of turmoil within me. Again, like I said, a spiritual change.
Right.
And I needed to find something else. So I was hiring people outside of the United States to do certain graphics and certain multimedia that I was working on, so Filipinos. And I was actually dating a Filipino in the United States. Didn't even know she was a Filipino, had no idea.
Wow.
So I ended up coming to the Philippines to see what it was about. And
Oh,
yeah,
that's the tie. Okay,
yeah.
okay. I thought you just like landed in the Philippines, and next thing you know, you met a chick.
Well, the
But
chicks
you
are
met the
always there.
chick in the United States,
No,
right?
yeah, no, yeah. Well,
And then you came to the
actually, I had a
Philippines.
chick in the United States,
Uh huh.
and again, with me being I left South Carolina when I was very young, family was a thing I was always seeking. You know, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I asked a chick in, like I asked a lot of chicks in the United States, who were just using me for my, whatever.
Oh,
But I asked her
oh.
if we could get, settled down, but she was, never mind. She was like,
Woo.
no, just go to the Philippines. There's like millions of women just want to, settle down to this. I'm not doing that, blah, blah, blah. And so I said,
Hmm.
so it was in the back of my mind, so I didn't really come to the Philippines for females, but the
Yeah.
whole family thing was in the back of my mind. And of course, sometimes when you're needing a liaison or somebody to get you around town or whatever,
Hmm.
there's like tons of females willing to help you, you know what I'm saying? So one met me at the airport, and from then I had like a friend that
Oh,
got me
so you
through
were like a passport bro.
before they was even thought of.
Oh, damn. And you had them girls lined up at the airport, right?
Or they had me lined up. I don't know which way it goes.
Woo. Okay. So,
Tammy.
how long were you in the Philippines?
I was in the Philippines for 6 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's when the baby, you have a little girl.
And around the 6th year, when I decided to leave,
Uh huh.
all of a sudden, a lady friend, got pregnant.
That happens.
At my age,
Hey, you're in good shape. You know what they say.
quiet as it's kept. Yeah.
I know people are sleeping behind us like there's huts and everything, but I don't think they speak English anyway, so they don't know what we're saying. But I'm just saying,
Uh-huh.
men
Hmm.
can have babies
Yeah.
till they're 100.
I heard that rumor.
As long as you know what you're doing,
Mm.
you can have a baby till you're 100. Women, on the other hand, cannot. We have a cap, we have a timeline. So, anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Just talking about anatomy. Go ahead.
So that was my journey in finding freedom. Again, with the whole woman thing. Now I'm being sarcastic now. You know, the only way out is in. So you got to go in order to get out. But
Holy shit. Let's try to keep this PG. Go ahead.
right. So I spent time in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because it was an adventure for me, and I lived in certain conditions that I guess most people would probably questionable. But for me, the fact of just like getting out and being free to find who I was on that level of spirituality, um, in reference to being detached from the almighty dollar, you know, was beautiful for me. Beautiful for me. Seeing the people and the nature and the culture, the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are there dead broke, but yet they will, you're passing by and they will offer you food from their table.
They're
You know,
super happy with less.
right,
And that's the
right,
same thing I've noticed here in Phnom Penh. I mean, you got your really poor people. Now that sucks to be living on the streets.
right. Yeah,
I wouldn't be happy dirty living on the streets.
yeah. Kids out here panhandling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. We'll get to all the pros and cons in a minute. Okay, so that's your backstory. And that the last country you were at before you came here to Cambodia?
No. After that, I went to Thailand.
Okay, so you went to Thailand. Where
Yeah.
in particular? Bangkok?
No, I bypassed Bangkok altogether, and I ended up in Pattaya, then Jomtien.
Okay. Two places I have not been yet,
Hmm.
but I'd love to.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. How long were you there?
I was there for 3 years.
Okay, so you did 3. Man, you've been in Southeast Asia for a
For a
while.
minute. Yeah,
For
time
a
flies.
minute.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 years there. Assuming you just needed a change of scenery. Like, what was the dealio? Why did you end up leaving the Philippines and going there?
Well, again, that's the second part. Um, I had a baby girl, and the United States wasn't taking anybody in. I kept trying to do the paperwork for them to come there.
Yeah,
And
it's probably a bitch getting a visa for them.
oh my
Oh my
God,
God.
forget
Okay.
about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
COVID broke out,
Right.
so we couldn't travel. So I had to watch her grow up on the camera, You know, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so I tried to, yeah. So it was no way for me to get there, and no way for them to come to see me. So to the point when she got about 5 years old, I figured we'd find a middle ground, and it was Thailand. Since my visa, they didn't want to accept me back into the Philippines, and the United States wasn't accepting them into U.S. So I said, I'll be damned. I'm going to get my family one way or other. I'm going to be responsible. I was responsible, always sending them money all the time.
Right.
But baby girl hadn't seen her daddy.
So Thailand was the middle ground.
Yeah.
They were able to get a visa and get into Thailand,
Yeah.
so that was easier for them.
Right,
Okay, that
right.
makes sense. That's
Yeah.
cool. Okay, that's an interesting journey. But now the big question:
Yeah.
why did you split Thailand and come here? If everything was kosher,
Yeah, everything was beautiful.
what happened there?
Okay.
Let's see. We want to know all this.
Borders.
Borders. Okay.
Yeah, borders and visas. Okay. So
harder to stay in Thailand as an
for
American
me,
because you got to keep doing a border run.
Yeah, I never did the border run. I had a retirement visa.
Okay.
But because I had my family there,
Yeah.
Periodically, they had to have. I mean, the mother had to have a visa. She had to do border runs back and forth.
Oh, so you didn't you had like what, a 1-year visa and you were good,
Yeah.
sort of like you can do here in Cambodia,
Exactly.
and she had to keep going in and out.
Right. So I was paying
That's
for
a hassle.
that, and then I was paying for her to go back to the Philippines sometime when she wanted to go back.
Yeah.
And I would be single parent there, taking care of baby girl.
Yeah.
But Thailand keep changing the rules.
They do that.
Borders closed.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? This month it's a 6 months visa. Next month it's a 30-day visa.
Really?
Yeah, they keep changing the rules. So it's hard to get stabilized economically if you make a budget for 90 days or you make a budget for 60 days and then they change it and it's like, okay, we gotta go over the rent again and the budget for the new thing.
Wow, what a pain in the ass. Thailand's that bad with visas? They just keep flipping the rules. See, I stayed in Thailand on a tourist visa. But you get 30 days and you got to go.
Right.
But I've never tried to live in Thailand. But I have heard from other YouTubers and such that it is a pain because they keep changing their mind constantly and you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised you even got a retirement visa because they're always saying that you got to have X amount of dollars. You got to prove your finances
80
in the
plus
bank.
thousand US and
Holy mackerel.
That's
And see, I ain't got no $80,000 in the bank. I'm just saying, this is why I'm here. Okay. So now you're here in Cambodia, and that was the whole reason. Now let's narrow this down because a lot of people want to know why Phnom Penh and not Siem Reap.
Okay. Well, again, everybody's journey is a personal one. So for me, Siem Reap sounded very enticing for an individual like myself that likes quiet, and I'm a creator and create. But at the same time, just touching down, I felt that I needed to get familiar with more of the city vibes, who's where. That's how I got to meet you.
There you go.
See, if I hadn't seen you on camera, I would not be able to.
That's right. That's how we got together.
So it's more like a networking thing.
Exactly.
So I figured if I was just landed and too far out a little bit, and not knowing my way around, I'd have a little bit more trouble, finding out what's what and who's who and things like that.
So, yeah, and I'm here, so I've already been here 7 months.
Wow.
I mean, it's not a long time.
I'm impressed.
I have talked. There is one lady that's on my live stream. Shout out to you, the Mavern. She lives here. She's been here for 7 years.
Okay.
She got me way beat. Okay.
Yeah.
But everybody has a beginning.
Right.
Everybody's got a starting point.
And everybody's got a story.
Everybody's got a story. So it's like I could be a contact for you.
Right.
And anytime you need me, WhatsApp, You say, hey, yo. Because I think it's easier to be able to have somebody on the ground that speaks your language,
Right.
right?
Yes, definitely.
Because it's not that people don't speak English out here. A lot of them do. The problem is that it's not conversational.
Right.
If you run into that, it's like very
well, as they say in the
superficial
Philippines,
level.
right? They say in the Philippines, it's not deep.
It's not
Not deep.
deep. Yeah. So it's hard to get your point across,
Right.
or
Especially when
to
you're
ask
trying to
questions and they don't get what you're asking.
right.
It's
Especially when you're
hard.
trying to move at a certain pace, and I'm like that. I like
Right.
to wherever I go. I like to like military. I like to hit the ground running.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And it's like, yeah, and then you get lost and you're trying to ask directions and they're like, oh, yeah, I don't speak English. And you're like,
Right. But would you
oh,
like this ride
shit.
to go over here, or would you like
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
Tell me something.
And you catch a grab ride and you put, let's say you use the grab app and you put the exact address. I have done this before many times to go to a particular bank.
I know where you're going with this.
Well, the guy drops me off, not at the bank I wanted to be at a whole nother bank on the same street, but on the opposite end. And I'm looking out of the tuk-tuk and I'm like,
to your point,
this ain't it.
Barrier.
This ain't it.
Yeah.
He don't speak no English.
Right.
I just said, hey, look, and I'm on my cell phone. I'm like, this is where I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't it, right? I'm trying to tell him. Mm-hmm. And he go, bank? Because there's two other banks there, but he goes, bank?
Right.
Bank. And I'm like, what the hell? So I get out of the tuk-tuk. I'm like, well, he got me to a bank,
right?
But he didn't get me to the bank,
right?
So these are the things you have to deal with out here. Is you just have to roll with the punches,
right? Well, you have to ask yourself who's right or who's wrong, and there is no right or wrong, right? Because technically we're in another country. We should know the language if we're coming here, right?
Yeah, that's true.
The other side of it is, like anywhere, right? If you want an American dollar, you should know a little bit more about the English language if you want to, make it, but it's not really by design that they have to know our language. It's their country and everything.
This is so true. We are in their country. Yeah. Right. And that is so true. But you can, on the flip coin, you can still get away with superficial English. Mm-hmm. You have a Google translator. Mm-hmm. Do you have one on your phone?
Yes, I do.
There you go. And, so you can do that.
Though, painstakingly, I kind of like the journey, even though it's a pain in the butt. I kind of like getting over the hurdles and trying to find my way around.
Communicate,
like when you're a kid, you have to have the,
the adventure.
Yeah, and you have
the little, what do you call the compass?
The compass. Yeah.
I'm so lost. Right. Where's north?
Exactly.
Holy hell. Cool. Yeah, okay, so Phnom Penh was your choice. Yeah. Okay, again, we went off on a track. Why Phnom Penh and not Siem Reap? Let's circle back.
Okay, again, Phnom Penh for me. Phnom Penh for me seemed to have more access to things I may need and understand, like banks and
because it's city.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I may need agencies or visa access and things like that.
Transportation's easy because you don't drive a motorbike, right?
No, not as
Neither do I, because these people are freaking crazy.
I was told it's very easy to get one though. And,
yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's because it's easy to kill yourself out here too. Ain't nobody gonna care.
But again, everybody has different advice. But someone told me I should have one. But
we're sitting on a this is a raincoat.
Nicely colored too.
Yeah.
Vibrant yellow.
It's supposed to rain. Oh, okay. Well, in case you guys are wondering, like, where are we? We're not, I'm at a park. This place is called Tree Lion Park. It's super cool, man. They got all these huts that are built out here. People come out here to have their lunch. They sleep. Like, there are people sleeping right behind us. I don't know if you can see them, but they're all taking naps and we're yakking away.
This is awesome.
It's right across from the river. Of course, you guys can't see it, but the river and the bridge is right in front of us.
Yeah, the arch of that bridge is beautiful.
It's super cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
Anything you want to share with the audience? Anything else? Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom?
Yes.
I don't consider myself too wise. But...
Oh, no. Wait, before you do the words of wisdom.
Okay.
Pros and cons. Mm-hmm. what do you like about Phnom Penh? You've only been here 2 weeks. I get it.
Right.
What is the thing you like? Let's start there.
What do I like?
Right. What do you like about this place?
Well, okay. First of all, the people in general are just very polite and accommodation. You know,
Friendly.
they're very friendly.
Friendly,
And
yeah.
they would like to accommodate you in any way they can, which is, I think,
Okay.
moreover than some other countries. But I don't want to go there.
Yeah, okay.
Even though I did. But
You did?
yeah, they're very open in that way and,
Yeah.
and very want to help.
So that's the pros so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing
yeah,
is
go ahead.
more people speak English here than you would think not.
Really?
Yeah.
Compared to what, Thailand? There was
Yeah.
not much going
yeah.
on there.
Another
Okay.
great thing about here compared to when we said we're doing comparisons.
Okay.
You try to go somewhere in Thailand and ask for internet, they will look at you like,
Are you
you
crazy?
trying to steal from me or what's wrong with you?
Really?
No.
No
Yeah,
free no free internet?
Nowhere. I can go
Oh,
anywhere here in Phnom
wow.
Penh and you have internet and the stores will go, yeah, sure, Hippo. They'll share it with me.
The
Thai-
password.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. It's easy to get Wi-Fi out here.
Thailand, they will look at you
Yeah.
like, no, it's against, no, I can't give you that. It's like, is
Mm.
that deep? It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Like they want to charge you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's not go into that.
Wow.
Everything is $1, and that's another reason I kind of left because I kind of seen it getting a little bit too,
Too commercialized, too capitalist.
yes.
Yeah. And in my short time there, I was in Bangkok for about a week.
hmm
And then I was in Chiang Mai for
Mhm.
3 weeks.
Okay.
In my short time there, I noticed that too.
Mm.
And also noticed that the Grab drivers are more aggressively, like they try to scam your ass. Even though I was
Right.
using the Grab app on this girl was trying to talk me into she wanted me to pay her cash and cancel the Grab ride and charge me more.
On that note,
I was like, no, I'm only paying what's on this app.
right.
And that's it. Because she goes to me, do you have cash on you? She flat out asked me, do you have cash? I said, no,
Yeah.
even though I did.
Yeah.
Because I knew where she was going. I
Mhm.
said, no, I don't have cash on me right now. That's why I'm using the Grab app for the credit card. But
Yeah.
she's like, oh, she go, well, you. And then she shows me some other kind of app
Mhm.
saying I owe her more money
Whoa.
on her phone. I
Yeah.
said, that's not the Grab app.
Right.
I was in the car at the time too, and she's arguing with me because she wanted me to go off the Grab app and pay her extra on cash.
Mm.
And I says, look, lady, I started opening the door. I
Mhm.
said, I'm just going to cancel this ride. If you don't want to drive me, I'm getting out.
Right.
You can just go on. I'll get another driver,
Right.
right? Oh, she got real nice after that. Oh, no. It's okay. I'll drive you. And then she drove me.
Well,
My story.
Well, I had one. Yes, one guy tried to. I mean, yeah, there are some stories like that. One guy tried to charge. No, he did charge me $75 one time for me to get to get from the airport. My daughter and her mother to get from the airport to where I was in
Pattaya?
and yeah, and
$75.
yeah.
Well, that is a good distance, though.
Yeah, but it's not that much at all. It's like
That's pretty
it's only supposed to be
pricey.
1,200 to 1,500 baht.
That's
The most, which is only like $50, 30, 40, $45 the most.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they seen her out there in the middle of the morning, and they're the only
With a
they
child.
cab hustling. Yeah, they're cab hustling, right, with a child and all this. And
That's sad.
yeah, so that and then I used to hear some people tell me when they first got there, like people from Australia and certain different countries, they was like they'd only been there, and I was there already 2 years, and they'd only just got there like 30 days something. I can't stand these people. And I'm like, why? Money. And I was like, yeah. So I did, I heard his point, but I was like, no. But then now seeing the whole situation overall, it's just after doing the research about Cambodia and in comparison to Thailand, I kind of like said, let me go check out Cambodia. That's it.
Cool. Okay. Interesting. And I hope Cambodia doesn't turn out like Thailand.
I don't think so. Cambodia has this feeling like, it's like even like the area around us right now.
Right.
It's like New York City in the 70s,
Yeah.
It's like undeveloped but up and coming. That's a certain different kind of grit. And I kind of like that.
It feels more I don't know, laid back.
Organic, laid back.
Organic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how I like it, because too
Yeah.
much technology just sort of ruins a place after a while.
People
you
get a little too
know?
uppity.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, they go after that money. Okay, so that's the pros for you.
Right.
What are the cons? What are the things that you're not liking out here?
Well, that's not too much I don't like so far, except for the fact maybe I could start to dig up some things, and that's just a personal grievance. Again, like the '70s. Majority of the buildings are pretty much old. They're made. There's steps instead of elevators. But again, the prices that they're giving you for these apartments and things like that,
Yeah,
astronomically low.
right. By the way, today he actually has an appointment to go see an apartment.
Yes,
One or
indeedy.
two?
Yes.
One?
I had two, but I'm three actually. But I'm just going to go to this one because I got to make a
One.
decision soon. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's in a hotel right now, which is what you guys are probably going to do. You're going to come out in a hotel, or you're going to do an Airbnb, and then you
Right.
need to start to hit the ground and look for an apartment,
That's
because
right.
it's going to get expensive
That's right.
if you don't.
That's right.
So the one you're looking at today, just to share with the audience, how much are they charging for a month?
They're charging $250 for a month, and
Utilities included, or are you paying separate?
they're paying separate. Utilities are separate.
Okay, but usually electric isn't bad. I
No.
mean, I pay personally anywhere from 65 to 75 a month.
Okay. Yeah. In comparison to places like Thailand, that's high, but but at the same time, me personally, I'm an electric eater. I'm an electric. I
You
just
have it on 24/7.
yeah
See, I
yeah
turn
yeah.
mine off during the day because I have 9 windows,
Hmm.
and I could just open all the windows and turn
Okay.
on the fan, and I'm
Mm.
nice and
Well,
comfortable.
with my
So,
multimedia setup, I'm constantly running. Right.
okay,
So
okay.
I'm prepared to pay wherever I go.
You're going to
Electric.
probably be looking at
Yeah,
150 a
yeah,
month
yeah,
then.
yeah,
I'm just going to tell you it's going to be double what I'm paying, because
yeah.
I just run mine at night. Like I
Okay.
shut all the windows at 6 p.m.
Uh huh.
because that's when I start cooking dinner
Okay.
and take a shower, and that's when the AC kicks on.
Mm, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so we did the pros and cons. Now
Hmm.
you may share your words of wisdom.
Oh, words of wisdom.
Anything you would
I
like
didn't
to
know I
say.
had words of wisdom.
He's got wisdom.
Okay. All right. I'm going to
Don't
create a
knock
whole new
yourself.
channel. Dennis Wisdom Channel. No. Words of wisdom. What can I
Words
say?
of wisdom.
Only thing I could possibly say here is if it resonates with you, you do it. Okay. If you feel a calling that you feel stuck, you know, I don't care if it's in wherever, America, Australia, England, France, because I find and met so many different people worldwide that felt the same and resonated the same thing with me. And I guess what Tammy did too, that like I said about the whole spiritual journey thing, it gets to a
Right.
point in your life where you're just like, and you have to get there. I'm not trying to coax you there or trying to sell you any particular place. Again, it's almost like a spiritual journey where you have to say,
Right.
what I had to say, enough is enough. Okay?
Time to go.
Time to go and time to live.
Time to
Because
live. Nice.
we see what we're doing right now. In America, you wouldn't even have time to do this. Right? You'd be too busy trying to make a dollar, trying to find them donuts.
Yeah, but here's one thing I want to interject, and I love that. That's good.
Please.
Don't come over here broke.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
expect to be working at Cambodian wages, because number one, you need a work permit. Number two, you need a business visa. And number three, they don't make it's 4,000 of their reals to $1.
Right. Yeah.
So
Economically.
if you can do it where you have a stream of income or two coming from the States,
Right. Yeah.
and you're getting paid in US dollars, even if you're only getting paid, I'd say under $1,000 a month, you can make it out here.
700. Yeah, you can do pretty good.
You can do good for yourself.
To her point is you have to have a plan.
You have to have a plan first. Don't just pack it up and say, "Fuck it,
Don't do
I'm
what
going
I
to
did.
Cambodia."
Don't be like me.
Right.
Even though I made it and I survived, but that's me.
Yeah, he had me worried there, but that's another story. I don't know if you want to share all that shit. That's up to you.
Another time. I don't know.
Another time, but we'll cut it. Thank you, Dennis.
No, thank you.
That was excellent.
Oh,
for my first victim.
I'm on the cross.
All
I
right,
did the nail.
Boom, and
Bye,
he
everyone.
survived.
And I survived.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I did making it. And if you'd like to share your story, because you know everybody's got one, hit me up on my business email, tami@nextstepunknown.com. Let's connect and let's share your journey with the world. And hey, also, if you're planning to retire in Phnom Penh and you would need a little extra guidance while you're here, I'm your girl. I can help you out with an apartment, health insurance, your visa, anything else that you need to give you that personalized handheld service in person while you're here. Check out my services on my website, nextstepunknown.me. And I'll see you in Phnom Penh.